Why do you support Donald Trump?
I support Donald Trump. I did. I voted for him. I kind of regret it. I don't feel like he's fixing the issues that I don't want fixed.
If you could go back in time and you could either vote for Kamala Harris or Donald Trump, who would you vote for?
Oh yeah, I'm not voting for a woman.
Why not?
I don't think a woman is in a position to lead
Oh, why not?
because she's a woman. It's a
I
man's
have a
job to
question. Do you have
lead.
a wife?
I do have a wife and
Do
a
you,
daughter.
do you think it would be a position for your mom, I mean, for not for your mom, for your wife to lead your son or to lead your daughter?
No,
No?
she leads my daughter, and technically, I'm the head of the house. So
I have
what
a
I
question.
say goes.
If something, God forbid, happened to you, right, would it be on her to lead? And would she be qualified to lead?
What if I was like unalived in like an accident or something?
Yeah.
You're saying, and I just no,
She wouldn't be qualified to lead?
no.
Why not? You don't think she'd be
She should.
You don't
go
think you're
find
you don't
another
think
man
you're
to lead my family.
okay? All right. So you don't think that she would be able to take care of herself and the kids?
No, I don't think so.
If you don't think that your partner would be able to take care of herself and the children, given that you weren't there, wouldn't
Society
that be like,
isn't built for a
that'd be
woman
like
to
that's
raise
not
kids
women
by
in general. That
herself.
would be your specific partner. Now, I doubt that's actually the case. I just think that you're infantilizing your wife for no reason.
No, I don't think it's infantilizing.
It is.
Society isn't built for a woman to raise kids by herself.
I have a
and
question.
succeed.
I have a question. If Kamala Harris and Donald Trump swap bodies, Kamala Harris and Donald Trump's body, and Donald Trump and Kamala Harris's body, who would you vote for?
I'd probably vote for Donald Trump, whichever one was the white man.
Oh, you'd vote for Kamala Harris in Donald Trump's body?
Oh yeah, 100%.
You said the white man. Why does it matter that he's white?
I don't believe black people can lead either.
You're disgusting. You disgusting, racist, and misogynistic piece of shit. Why do you support Donald Trump?
Well, he's against the woke culture. I hear that gay marriage is about to be outlawed here soon.
Oh, okay. So can you define woke?
Can I define woke? Yeah, I mean the transgender movement, the demasculizing the men, the masculizing of the females.
Okay,
That's
so
kinda
what is
characteristic.
you mean for like advocating for trans rights is woke, and saying
Yeah.
that men should be less masculine. No one's saying men should be less masculine. People are just saying that men should not have the toxic characteristics in which are masculine, but should then promote the positive characteristics in which are masculine. I'm confused what your point is. You're misunderstanding the arguments.
What are the toxic characteristics of masculine?
Yeah, like for example, like toxic characteristics of masculinity are like stoicism to a degree in which you can't project your and express your emotions in any meaningful and healthy way. Because you have to feel like a man in every scenario that never gets emotional, right? That's
No, it's to
obviously
control.
like an aspect of toxic masculinity, and which is harmful.
It's to control your emotions, not to.
It's not controlling your emotions. It's specifically
Yes.
suppressing your emotions insofar
It's not
is that they then
suppressing.
become right, and so far is that it hurts you so much that you then explode. That's what
You
happens
got the wrong.
that's
You
what
got the
happens.
wrong
That's
idea
toxic
of
masculinity.
stoicism.
No,
You got the
I'm
wrong
just saying
idea.
you can take stoicism to a degree in which would be lesser, but that's not historically speaking what the degree of stoicism has existed for. The degree of stoicism that's existed has been at a toxic level, and which is harmful specifically for people in terms of
Marcus
like
Aurelius?
actually addressing their emotional needs.
Was Marcus Aurelius toxic?
Wait, you have to reference when you're referencing toxic masculinity. You're referencing certain characteristics in which have
Right.
toxic
said
qualities
stoicism.
that are associated with masculinity. So when we
said
reference specifically
stoicism.
toxic masculinity, things that I was mentioning was like telling men that they can't cry and that they need to man up. That's an example of toxic masculinity
It's
that's
stoicism.
applicable, right? Even in the context of, for example, my life. I grew up, right, and I was taught that, right? That's an aspect of masculinity that's been toxic that I've had to dismantle within the context of my own life as well to be able to address my emotions in a meaningful, healthy, and positive way as a man.
If everyone would just cry, I mean, men are supposed to suck it up and do it.
Okay, so like if, for example, like if your dog dies, right, is it okay to cry?
Yeah, it's okay to cry.
Okay, so then like it's okay to express your emotions as a man. You don't just have to hold it in every single scenario, right?
Correct. You control. That's why I'm saying you control your emotions.
And that's everyone, right? That's not specific to men.
That's what stoicism is.
Everyone needs to control their emotions to some degree, but it's also that you express your emotions enough to be able to deal with them, right? There's a golden rule to all of these things, right? Like it's within a certain balance.
Yeah, correct. Yep. But you're saying repressing emotions. Yeah, that's not what uh, they're preaching, is to suppress your emotions.
That's exactly what they were preaching. Yeah, it is.
No, they're not.
It's literally internalize your emotions, don't speak about them. It's stigmatized in society for men to speak about their emotions in those types of ways. And it's reinforced by men, right, who believe in the patriarchy and uphold the patriarchy. That's exactly what we're talking about. These are the aspects of masculinity that not only are harmful towards women, but they're harmful towards men as well. So that's what we're saying. When we reference masculinity having toxic qualities, you have got to stop hearing men are bad, and you got to start seeing what are ways in which we can help ourselves as men to be able to be better for people around us and for ourselves, right? And that includes acknowledging things such as toxic masculinity that are harmful towards your ability to develop meaningful, healthy, and positive relationships for yourself. Because these types of things, such as toxic masculinity, they reduce your likelihood of having like a meaningful and loving relationship.
Yeah, yeah, we know that. It's pretty self-explanatory. Toxic masculinity, but that's not what we preach. That's not what they preach. Is
So,
to
so what is
suppress.
woke that you're referencing? Because it seems like a lot of the
What
things that you
else?
were referencing that are quote unquote woke are not bad things.
I mean, the transgender movement, the
What's wrong with
brainwashing.
trans people?
Well, I think, um, are they able to reproduce?
Yes.
How?
How? Like everyone
Yeah,
else?
yeah.
What? Do you not think trans people can reproduce?
Uh, um,
Are you trying to ask about gay people? Like, how can they reproduce in the relationships in which they're in?
yeah.
Okay, so he mixed up being gay and being trans. Those are
Well,
different
I mean,
things. Being
I
being
mean,
trans is in reference to someone's gender identity, and then being gay is in reference to one's sexuality. Do you know what sexuality is?
yep.
What's your sexuality?
I'm straight.
Okay, so you do know what a sexuality is, right? So, obviously, in that context, right? Did you choose your sexuality?
I think I did.
You think you chose it? So you could choose to be gay if you wanted to.
Yeah, yeah. I could do that.
You could, really? You could choose right now to find me browsing?
Um, I mean, nothing's impossible.
Nothing's impossible, really. Because I could tell you right now, that's impossible for me. I could never do that.
I mean,
It's not a choice. Sexuality is not a choice,
your
right?
brain's super
The,
powerful.
the
I
the
mean,
idea that people have in their brain that it's a choice would probably mean that they might be inhibiting some sort of feelings because society is telling them that it's bad, and what we're telling you is that's not bad, that's not harmful, right? Right? And it is the case that if you have the idea in your mind that it's a choice that you can find men attractive, it sounds like you do to some degree. It sounds like you could be bi, like genuinely, right? Like I don't have the choice to find men arousing. And I'll explain to you why you wouldn't say this in other scenarios. Like, could you choose to find your mom arousing?
that's kind of a weird question, my
The
dude.
answer is obviously no, right?
I mean, what kind of question is that?
You said it was. You said sexuality is a choice.
Yeah,
So
but why would you bring up my mom?
because it's an obvious example that demonstrates that you
I
can't
don't know, man.
choose.
That's kind of a weird thought.
Yeah, because it demonstrates that you can't choose, right? Clearly, right? Because if you were to say that you could choose, that would
Dude,
seem very absurd, right?
you're an idiot.
That's why I asked that question, is because it demonstrates that it's very absurd for you to say that sexuality is a choice.
You're an idiot.
I'm what?
You're an idiot.
Why?
I mean, why would you even bring that question up? Why would you even say that?
I just told you because it demonstrates that sexuality is not a choice.
Whatever your mind thinks.
Wait, so is it a choice?
Like I said, nothing's impossible.
Nothing's impossible. So it's possible that you could be attracted to your mom?
You're an idiot.
Because
No,
I would say that's definitely not possible for me.
you're an idiot. No.
Dude, why? Why am I an idiot?
Why would you? Like I said, I mean, that's
You
what
can't
did.
rule that out. You can't rule that out. I can rule that out. You can't rule that out. That's nuts.
I'm not. No.
Dude, that's
I'm
a
just-
crazy
yeah.
take, bro.
You're an idiot, dude. You're a general idiot.
He left. Under his view, nothing's impossible, right? That's not impossible, right? So it is possible in some worldview, right? That's nuts. Come on, he realizes that's absurd. There's no way he doesn't realize that that's absurd. That's one of my favorite reductios. I'm not gonna lie. That's one of my favorite reductios to run. I always love running that reductio because like it's so blatantly obvious. It's so blatantly obvious that it's not a choice. And like they have to go to like the craziest extents to be able to justify that it's a choice. Like it is obviously not a choice. Like that's so obvious. Do you support Donald Trump?
I do, but I just wanted to piggyback on what y'all were saying there. The fact that you can't find your mom's arousing, that is true, but it's because you're taught that. Let's say if you never met your mom in person
Oh
and
God.
you
Oh God. Oh God.
you eventually
oh God.
saw her,
Oh God. Oh God.
not knowing it's
Oh
your
God.
mom,
Can I ask you this
you
question?
thought she was attractive.
Oh my
I-
God.
I'm just-
oh my
I'm
God.
trying to
sorry.
prove
So
your
I'm
point
asking
otherwise.
your question. Are you saying that you could find your own mom browsing?
Again, don't try to flip this. Understand what I'm trying to say.
What do you mean don't try to
here.
flip this? In no circumstance would that ever be true for me. Okay, can you tell me specifically, could you find your mom browsing
Well,
by choice?
if you didn't know it was your mom and you ended up seeing her,
Oh
but
God,
my
dude,
point
this is such a crazy take. All right, now let's run this as far as we possibly can.
But to go back to the
wait,
trans
wait,
people-
no. Could you choose to find your dad browsing?
no,
Why not?
because I'm not gay.
Okay, so it's not a choice.
What? No, I think people are led to believe like that goes back.
So
to
if
my
it's a
other
choice,
point
so then you could choose
No,
to
it
find
goes
your
back
dad
to
browsing,
there
right?
That you're accustomed to not find people attractive, which I would never find.
And by the way, his response was not because it's not because it's and it's his dad, but it's because he's not gay. By the way, that was his response. I just want to clarify. That's a crazy take. That's a crazy take. It's not because it's your dad. It's not because it's your father, right? It's because he's a dude. What, dude? What type of crazy? What reality are we in right now? Oh my God. Sweet home Alabama.
Okay, again, you're not really concerned about the point I'm making. You're just trying to make it very weird. Yes, that would be. I mean, I just think it's a mental illness if you did like your mom in some sort of way. Just like I think it's a mental illness if you
Wait,
like.
it's not a
guys.
mental. Wait. Where is that in the?
If
in
you
the
are a
DSM?
guy.
Where in that was the where in that where is finding another guy browsing? Where is that in the DSM as a mental illness?
Just the same concept as if you found your mom attractive.
Again, the
It'd just be
DSM.
wrong.
Nowhere in
It's-
the DSM is that the case. Nowhere in the DSM is that the case.
And then additionally, where do you stop? You identify as somebody else.
Wait,
What,
hold up.
When,
So,
when do you
wait, we're talking
stop?
about sexuality.
You identify as another
Wait,
sex.
so hold up. Wait, we're talking about sexuality. Don't pivot between, right? If we're talking about sexuality, you agree that it's not a choice, right?
I believe people have mental illnesses and they can be led to believe that they do like other guys. Again,
So you think everyone who's gay has a mental illness?
I mean, yeah, I don't think
What
it's right.
evidence
I
do you
mean,
have of that? There's no evidence of that at all. Again, the DSM does not indicate that to be true. What standard or basis for determining what's a mental illness are you using?
Well, here, let me say this. Do you think?
Wait, no. What's your standard for determining what a mental illness is?
Just that it's not right, and something's got to be
That
wrong
something
with
is not
their
right.
thought
So,
process.
okay, so to clarify, do you agree adultery is wrong?
Yeah.
So do you agree that people who engage in adultery, right, would meet that same set of criteria because they're doing something evil?
Can you elaborate? Can you?
So people who engage in adultery because they're doing something evil under your worldview, right? They meet that same set of criteria that we were just mentioning.
Mental illness? I mean, I suppose so.
So Donald Trump has a mental illness because he's committed adultery multiple times.
Again, I want to get to the.
I'm just trying to clarify. Because he's committed adultery on multiple occasions, you're telling me that he has a mental illness?
Where's proof of that?
Wait. He, for example, right? Stormy Daniels talked about the experience, right, of her literally engaging in encounters with Donald J. Trump.
Is there proof?
She talked about the experiences in court.
Okay, I can talk about a lot of things.
Under oath.
I can talk about a lot of things under oath as well if I didn't have the right morals.
What do you mean the right morals? What are you talking about?
Under oath. I mean, what does that mean to people?
So you think
Some
she
people
was
could care
lying?
less.
You think she was lying?
I'm not saying she is, and I'm not saying
Donald
she
Trump has
isn't.
cheated on every single one of his wives.
Again, where's your proof on that?
Why did he pay her off?
Because, I mean, why do a lot of people pay people off? Because, I mean, to get them to quit coming after them. I mean, they've got plenty of money. Let's go ahead and settle this. All right, off. Here's your money that you were chasing
So
after.
okay, so then why hasn't Donald Trump done that with every single person that disagrees with him? Like, that makes no sense. So can you actually seriously address this? Why the hell would he pay her hush money?
I mean, why'd we pivot away from my point?
Why would he
earlier?
seriously tell me? Why would he pay her hush money?
Why did we pivot away and get into this? when I was
Oh, we
explaining my
have
point?
no clue.